Huge matchup in the Big 12 Conference. The top two teams play this weekend in a top 10 battle for first place, really, in the Big 12 Conference. Puts them in a great position to play in the conference championship and be a college football playoff team. BYU, 8-0, travels to Texas Tech, who is 7-1, in a huge college game day, 11 a.m. early kickoff on ABC. Massive game for the Red Raiders and the Cougars. We will see how this plays out. I'm going to break it down, and I'm going to predict what I think will happen in this game. Texas Tech is favored, minus 10.5, according to FanDuel. So they have the Red Raiders big on FanDuel. What's at stake for this football game? We just talked about it. Huge game for the Big 12 Conference. There's a potential where, Texas Tech wins and wins out, and then BYU wins and wins out, and both teams could potentially be in the college football playoff. Or if Texas Tech loses, that probably eliminates them as a two-loss Big 12 team. Two ranked Big 12 teams, the two highest ranked they have. Like I said, number 9 versus number 8, top 10 matchup. Winner puts themselves in a great position. It really does. I think whoever wins this for sure, and I think the loser probably runs the table, and both potentially could have a rematch in the Big 12 championship game for sure. Notable stats for Texas Tech. They allow 4.0 yards per game on average, ranking about 6th nationally. Don't give up a lot of big plays. They're really good against the run. They are first in rushing defense, allowing about 74.6 rush yards per game. Really good versus the run, like I said. That's why they only give up 4.0 yards per game. Really elite at that level. And then scoring offense, one of the best offenses in the country, 43.6 points per game, which ties 3rd nationally. Can score a bunch of points just everywhere on the field. They can throw it around. They can rush the football well. They do a great job of mixing it up. They have a good OC, too. That puts them in good positions. BYU notable stats, rushing yards per game. They're ranked 37th nationally, 179 yards per game. So they can run the ball pretty well. And versus the best rushing defense, will they have much success? I think that's a big storyline. Ranked 42nd in total offense this season. So, they're not an elite offense, but they could definitely score on you, get some points, and have some success, especially if they run the ball well. That will be the key if they can get the run game going versus the best rush defense. They allow about 19.4 points per game, ranked 19th nationally. So, BYU defense, pretty good group. Opponent rushing yards. This is an interesting stat I found. Opponent rushing yards allowed per game. They allow 226 rushing yards in games versus Utah and Iowa State. So BYU has been known to have some big days against them in the run. That'll be a key too. If BYU can't stop the run versus a good Texas Tech run game, in my opinion, they have some good backs, it'll be a long day for them. Key players for BYU. I have L.J. Martin, who's returning from injury this week, who is their best running back. That's a big get if they can get him back. I think he is going to be a full go. L.J. Martin is an explosive running back, and I think with him, their running game goes up a lot. But versus that good rush defense, do you have them in a good spot in terms of can he get going, and can that offense get going running the football? We'll see. They're going to have to be really physical. That Texas Tech defensive line is one of the best, and they're really physical. Chase Roberts, the wide receiver for BYU, really like what he's done for a few seasons at BYU. He could be a difference maker, 50-50 ball catches, can run open, wide open, on some deep throws. He can be the wide receiver that goes and makes a play for sure. I think Chase Roberts, a playmaker, needs to have a good game at Texas Tech or BYU. Wants to win this game. But the key players for Texas Tech, Baron Morton, a quarterback for Texas Tech, he's had a good game or a good season. And I think he is going to have a big day I think he has to have a big day versus a stout BYU defense. I think if he can have some success throwing the football and with that run game and setting that up, I think they will put up a lot of points in this game like they have all season. Edge, David Bailey. I think this guy's one of the best players in college football. David Bailey can just get to the passer. Looks like a SEC edge guy, like he looks like a first-round pick. Just really explosive out the edge, can be a difference maker. I think BYU is going to have a long day with that guy out there on defense. And then the prediction for the game for me, I have Texas Tech winning 34-17. I think that offense is just too much for the BYU defense. I think they give up some things. And then BYU, I just don't think they can score on the caliber versus a good Texas Tech defense, and I think they struggle and only put up 17. So I think this is going to be a Texas Tech win by 17 and cover the minus 10.5. Let me know who you guys have in this game because I think this could be a toss-up. This is the game I'm going with to be a blowout, to kind of be a game that people are like hoping it's going to be good, but then it ends up being a blowout. I think this is the game that it happens. I think Lubbock is going to be crazy even at 11 a.m. game, so I think the atmosphere is still going to be top-notch there. It's going to be the biggest game that Texas Tech has had in a long time, so it'll be fun to watch. I'm curious to what happens. Maybe BYU comes out and surprises. I mean, it's college football. I mean, anything can happen, but I really do favor Texas Tech to win this game big.